duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here we go. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game. Pocket. I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense, facing a first. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Off play action. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's at field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a net...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
been going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here.
Here we go, here we go. To the line, to the line. Ready, set, ready up.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got his man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback extends the play. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Allen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. To the air, it's Carter. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Carter. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Bears are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. It's 1st down from the 11. Running to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to buy time. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto the... Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Carter. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. They've been overwhelmed so far in this 1st half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. Oh, the Hawks. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Nice Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building.
Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man, it's Carter. With the catch, it's Williams. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Allen. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Steps away. He'll pull it down. Can't get him to the ground.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
To the air, it's McMillan. Looking for space to the left. All kinds of time before he fires right.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Bears want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be.
Oh, the kicker's on the run. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off.
That keeps the score Baylor 50, Georgia Tech 7.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Safe completion on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got his man down the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Dances away. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The short hands, it's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end down the gut. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The give to the back. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They're going to ride this running back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Bears in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having...
They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Allen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Bettis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Makes the catch. It's Allen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Looking to throw, it's Carter. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Allen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to go up top. Extending the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Looking downfield on first down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out fast. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very...
He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early this season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now adjusting. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example.